Try some different things and maybe play some things melodic, this lesson is for you. We're going to be using a jam track in the key of D minor. And the chords are D minor 9 to a B flat, major 7 flat 5. And then it goes to a G minor 6 to an A sus4. We're going to use D natural minor. Now I know if you're early on in your guitar journey, you probably learn like minor pentatonic and blues scales first, right? But for melodic soloing especially, you really want to add this natural minor scale because it adds these half steps. So instead of playing 5 notes, like in minor pentatonic, you're going to be playing 7 notes. So these diatonic scales are great because it gives you these half-step bend opportunities, which really are melodic. And we're going to concentrate on a few strong notes as we're soloing. You know, you want to concentrate on certain notes of the chords. It's really the chords that give you the full roadmap, right, to what you can use solo and improvisation-wise. So you want to look at the chords and the notes that make up the chords. D natural minor over all the chords works great. And by the way, for instructional purposes on my sound, I have the gain turned down a bit, and I also have the delay off, okay? So I just have kind of like a just little chunky kind of sound here. So, 5th fret A string is a D note, and let's play our D natural minor scale like this. Get that one onto your fingers. It's nice because just one finger per fret. As you could see already in that scale, different than minor pentatonic is you have this. You have these half steps here on the high E and on the B string, and you also have them here on the D and the A string, and those are really important. So I was doing things like this in that intro, right, where I was bending a note just real quick and releasing it and then pulling off, then sliding. Now that's a passing tone because it's outside the scale, but you get a cool sound. The ear doesn't have time to pick off the dissonance. And so just kind of slide around on those half steps. And you can get all these kind of cool melodic ideas. Now let them ring out. Like I did in the intro, it's so important to leave lots of space, especially in your melodic soloing, especially early on. Check out this lick I did. What I did there, I did a little string rake. You don't necessarily have to do that, but basically 5 to 6 on the B string. And then I bent with one finger. I'm bending up 5 to 6. That's a half step bend. You want to match that pitch, right? So now you can hold it, let it down. You get the bend, you get the hold note, and then when you let it down, you get another note. Okay, and then I just went 7, 5, and then I slid 5, 7 on the G string. Now, another thing I did is, notice I'm palm muting those notes. And you might say, well, why are you palm muting them? It just adds another sound. You know, instead of that, it just adds more interest. And what you want to do in these early on lead guitar lessons in your journey is take the notes and do things with them that are musically interesting. You got to kind of work them with our bends, like I'm showing you. Slides, using palm mute, not palm muted, bend up, bend down, vibrato. That's how you're really going to start making your leads start to sound like music. You just can't play the notes of the scale, right? This is the building block. That's not music. But when you take the notes, now we're making music. 2. Notice instead of 2 going from 5 to 7 on the G, I slid, which is a different sound than this. And then I added that vibrato. Right? And you really want to work that vibrato. So if you have your note, at first work it where you're bending down and then kind of returning it. You know, you're not bending the note and then vibratoing it up here. You're kind of going in the middle, right? And it's nice and smooth and even, and you really want to work that. And the other tip for vibrato is, at first maybe use 2 or 3 fingers, because you'll have more strength, right? Hold it, and then slide out. And now you're ready for your next lick as the chords are moving. So you got to take your time. So kind of pick your spots, throw in those licks, slide out, start again. And then, oh, I did something like this if you want to get a little fancy. That's kind of a cool little thing where I'm using these long slides, but I'm just playing the notes in the scale. Those are the notes I'm playing on the B string, 5-6, on the G string, 5-7, and on the D string, 5-7. But I'm sliding down from anywhere. Just come in with that long slide. From up here high on the guitar, 5th fret, then from down here into that 6th fret. So you're kind of crossing the notes, and I like that sound. Sliding the 5, slide the 6. So slide down the 5, slide up the 6. Now our next 2 notes, 5-7 on the G. Slide down the 5, slide up the 7. Right? And then the next 2 notes, slide down the 5 on the D string, slide up to 7. That device works with any scale. You can use that with anything, minor, pentatonic, whatever, but you're getting all these passing sounds from these quick slides, and it looks kind of cool, right? So just stick in that scale. You climb up the scale, hold it, and on the way down, maybe we'll do a pull-off. We get that half step in there. And we're back to our root note. Notice when I talked before about those, we're going to concentrate on some of these notes. We're landing a lot on our D note. That's our root note. That's a really strong note. Or we're landing on the A note. Because in D minor, right, a D minor chord, you have a D note, an F note, and an A note. So those are all great notes to land on. D, right, here's our A, and then there's our F note. That's the notes in the chord. So those are your strong chord tones. I hope you enjoyed those licks and devices. You know, put on that jam track and just get lost in it, right? And really drill down on these and try a few of them and incorporate it into your playing. Put your own spin and your own twist on it. And thank you so much for checking out this lesson and for your support over the years and years. So appreciate it. Keep up all that hard work on those guitars. Have fun with it, right? And remember, your guitar playing is an evolution. So enjoy the journey. Take care, rock on, and I will see you in the next lesson.